Why would we send weapons to Ukraine? Oh, so they can defend themselves. Why aren't we sending weapons to these teachers so they can defend our children?
You are a natural-born public speaker, and that's a fact.
Do you actually feel guilty or were you just told to feel guilty?
Focus on actually what we can do.
Point it out and show it to me.
You have the freedom to do what you want to and be what you want to in America.
What are we going to do about it?
What oppressed me?
Just saying.
So the CRT stuff, BS.
We don't have a gun problem. We have a people problem. What's going on, folks and Folkoramas? I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man. Welcome to my channel, where this portion of it is called My Take. Of course, you know, we find this, what I'm doing right now, to be on some very disturbing news. But as always, make sure, if you are following this channel, double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. If you have been, look, because I'm ready to get into this, y'all. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm just ready to get into this. But yeah, double check to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel if you've been following my channel for a while. If you like the channel thus far, make sure that you subscribe if you like it, okay? Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so it can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. You can find me on Instagram at Modern Renaissance Man, with the O in modern being a 0. You can find me on Rumble at Modern Renaissance Man. You can find me on Twitter at The Real Ty Smith. You can also find me with another channel called MRM Ministry. Check the links in the description down below. You can find those channels and go ahead and follow that if you like to and all that, but appreciate it if you do. All right, double check also to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel, because people are being unsubscribed from the channel. All right, appreciate that. So again, guys, this finds us on really sad grounds, and I've covered this last night, and of course more information came out. We got some more statistics on this, and of course, you know, we know that there were 19 children that were killed and 3 adults that were killed. And this is just completely tragic, folks. This is just completely 100% tragic. But the reason why I want to bring this to a lot of people's attention is this. Number one, this does not mean that we have a gun issue in America. It does not mean. We have something that's beyond that, which is the root cause, which is this mental illness that's going on within a lot of people who feel the need to want to kill people like this on this massive scale. All right, so before I get into deeper into any of that, y'all, look, here's the thing. We definitely need to have this conversation. Like both sides, left and right, need to have this conversation. But I'm going to completely wholeheartedly disagree if you think that taking the guns away is going to solve the issue. No, it's going to make them even more sitting ducks like they were in here. And I hate the phrase that way, but it just was. I feel that if teachers happen to be armed, if they had armed security at their schools, period, that this would not be an issue. I feel that just like in a lot of schools, that like in the inner city, a lot of the inner city schools, you just can't walk up to the school and go in there. So we got a couple of things we need to get to, right? But first, let me just say this. Completely 100% kudos, shout out, praises, etc., goes to the Border Patrol officer that went in there, I think he was like some type of specially trained guy. He went in there and neutralized the suspect. He killed him. He went in there. He didn't wait for backup to come in. He went in there and did what he needed to do. And I'm so glad. I'm sorry, but I would have emptied the clip on this cat. Y'all, I'm telling you, ooh, when it comes to kids like this, man, it just burns me up, man. Y'all, I'm going to be all over the place a little bit, but just bear with me, because I'm trying to keep things in order, but it's hard whenever I get these thoughts that just float through my head, so I just let it flow. I can't help it. I don't like sticking to a script. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, to the ones that y'all, okay, I'm going to say it. Anybody that has something to say about these kids getting killed and you are for abortion, shut up. I'm serious. I'm not trying to be rude to y'all. I'm not talking about crazy scenarios where you've been raped or anything like that. You could have took a next day pill, the day after pill. I'm not talking about ones like that. I'm talking about the ones that want to completely kill children. What makes you different than this guy? Huh? That lady that sat there and bragged on killing 21 babies. What makes you different than him? This dude killed 21 people altogether. This lady bragging that she actually killed 21 babies. What makes her any different? Oh, is it because the babies didn't come out yet? Is it because they might have been like 4 months in her stomach or 6 months in her stomach? Who knows when they were? The fact is, she killed all of them. So anybody that's for abortion, for babies in a body, in someone's stomach, a developed baby, fingers, toes, heart rate, heartbeat, all that, and you for murdering them in a case like this, I don't even want to hear none of y'all got to say. Because y'all shouldn't be, oh, this is tragic. Oh, what if the guy sat there and pleaded and said, well, he's dead now, but what if everybody else said, oh, he didn't kill those kids, he just aborted them? Well, Ty, that's stupid because no, if you are for murdering children, to me, you are no different than that dude right there. Anyway, let me move on from that, folks. I'm gonna try to stick to my script because I know I pissed a lot of y'all off when I just said that right there. Again, I'm not talking about the ones that you had some crazy things happen to you. You got raped or whatever, you so-called unplanned, you wasn't using protection, blah, 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 but you could have took it the day after pill. So there was no there was no conception at all. I get that. But you want to wait 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. And even now they're trying to push to where you terminate the baby afterwards. I don't want to hear from you. You don't. This is so trash. The View, Whoopi Goldberg, them, y'all, whoever is for abortion and killing children, you shouldn't have nothing to say. Shut up. I know y'all. I'm a little irritated by that right now. Okay, so again, kudos and major shout out to the Border Patrol person that went in there. He put his life at risk to kill this suspect. I'm so glad that he did that. Now, what gets me about this, the news were reporting that this right here is a underserved community. You know what I mean? They're underserved, they're underprivileged and all that. And what gets me about that is that these same people just last summer was going around. I'm not talking about in Texas. Y'all listen, go with me here. I'm talking about all around the United States. They were going around marching, pleading, crying, yelling about defunding the police. And I told y'all the places that they wanted to sit there and say defund the police because our inner city, defund the police. And I said the statement that if you defund the police, guess who's going to be at risk where the police is most needed? Inner city, underserved, underprivileged schools. Did I not say that? I said that. What are you saying that for, Ty? This is what will happen right here. If you want to sit there and defund the police, this is what happens right here. If you don't feel that police should have a presence in inner city areas or open areas like this where somebody can come in and just shoot these kids up like what this little punk did here. Freaking weak. Oh, dude, this makes me so mad, y'all. It's just crazy when it comes to children like this. And that's what it said. A lot of protests were defund the police, defund the police, defund the police, defund the police. And I'm telling you, should they get their wishes with defund the police, you probably see a lot more of this going on, folks. It has nothing to do with guns. It has everything to do with the individual that's pulling the trigger. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. You can argue all day long. Well, we in our country, we don't have that issue because we don't have guns. Well, you know, we're not y'all country. You guys don't have the foundation that America has, so I don't even want to hear about that. You know, I get it. I get it. Australia, UK, all that. I'm not hating on y'all at all, but y'all weren't founded on the principles that America's founded on. Okay, y'all weren't. So when people say, well, if y'all didn't have the guns at all, this wouldn't be a problem. You can say that all day long, but the thing is, this is our Constitution. This is what's written in our Bill of Rights. And the point that I'm making here too is that just think if those teachers were armed. Just think if security was armed. So I got a few things I want to go over here too that kind of got me a little suspect here. The dude got into the school. How? They said that he walked through a unlocked door that was open. How did he know that? This dude is 18 years old. They said they don't no records of him having a job. He doesn't have no criminal background record. He doesn't have no arrest, not a ticket. 18 years old, right? Don't have a job. How did he purchase 2 ARs? I mean, I know that there's things that people can do. Well, I mean, because I'm just trying to figure something out. I know. I'm just being real with y'all. I'm not going to say no names, but let's just say I come from a background with a lot of relatives and all that are heavy deep into the drug game, okay? And if they get caught doing something, they're going to go to jail over it. And the police will say, how are you affording this car? How are you affording this home you in? How are you affording this stuff when you don't have a job? So you're going to go to jail for tax evasion, even though they, you know what I'm saying? You got to show proof. Where's your receipts? And how did you buy these? Did somebody give it? They're going to ask these questions. Point is, how can you be broken by 2 rifles and then had some ammo and then had armor on and then had a truck? How did he get all this stuff? That's just some questions I have. Again, how did he get into the school? He walked into a door that was unlocked. How did he know that door was unlocked? Why did he specifically choose that classroom? Y'all see what I'm saying? So now, for y'all to sit there and say things like, Tyler, no, I don't think that, no, I feel that teachers need to be armed. Teachers need to be armed. They need to have training. I think there need to be something. I'm just telling you, if it was me, if I had my own freaking utopia community where we had a school, I would have it in the dang on teachers. You know, like they say, you got to have a bachelor's in this. I will say that you have to sign up for a a class where you are going to be armed, where you learn how to shoot a gun. You're going to have special training, continuing education on what happens whenever somebody comes into a school. I know you'll say, this is sad. We shouldn't even have to be here. But we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are. Teachers need to be trained how to use a firearm. They need to have like psych evals like every 6 months, just see how they're doing overall. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Nothing to do with the gun, but just see how they're doing psychologically. And then have a continuing education thing on what to do should somebody come into a school. Because I'm telling you right now, if that would have happened and that teacher was sitting at their desk and that dude came in there, at least she could have ducked behind her desk and fired off some shots at the dude to distract him, to, I don't know, to buy some time, period. And if other teachers heard that going on, they could have actually came. You know what I'm saying? This I think training needs to be done with these teachers. I think that most schools, just like a lot of inner schools that we went to, inner city schools, man, my sons went to a school down in Florida. You can't even get to the school without you go to a gate. But when you get to that front door, somebody has to buzz you in. And then when you get buzzed in, you go through one door. But then there's another door right there that you got to get buzzed into, because you're going to come in there. They're going to say, can I help you? Who are you here for? Do you have ID? You come to pick up your son? Da, da, da. Then they'll let you in through the second door. Otherwise, you cannot get in there unless you jump over the gate. So why can't schools be like that? Why can't schools be like that? It's almost like people just waiting on something like this to happen just so they can try to politicize it. If you really care about the children, that you would do things to protect the children. Let me go ahead and see if I can find something right here with Joe Biden, y'all. So give me a second.
Why are we willing to live with this carnage? Why do we keep letting this happen? Where in God's name is our backbone to have the courage to deal with it and stand up to the lobbies? To lose a child is like having a piece of your soul ripped away. There's a hollowness in your chest. You feel like you're being sucked into it and never going to be able to get out.
Okay, so y'all saw that right there. I mean, when he made that statement, talking about where is our backbone? Why do we keep letting this happen? And then you flip it around and say, we need to go after the lobby. No, it has nothing to do with going after the lobbies. You making it seem like the people that are selling guns are the reason why this keeps happening. Don't fall for that rhetoric, folks. No, it's not. The reason why it's happening is because people are crazy. People are sociopaths is the reason why it's happening. Well, Todd, if you took away those type of guns, it wouldn't be that mass killing, but it will still be killing. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be killing again. You won't find this. Let there be, man, you will not find this in a school that's protected. I'll raise you another one. Instead of sending that $40 billion to the UK, why couldn't that $40 billion could have been invested in some of our retired veterans to actually have them stand guard on these schools? Well, there's an idea. You talk about where's our backbone, but yet you won't do nothing to actually show people that we got backbone. You're not showing these people that even thinking about coming to shoot up at a school that we have backbone. They can just come in there and do it when they want to. If we have some backbone, put some real men there in these schools that will protect those schools. That's what you can do. You want to show some backbone? Show it and quit talking about it, virtue signaling. Trying to make it seem like where's our backbone? You don't even have backbone. That's why we look weak to the rest of the world. Anyway, why? What would be wrong? $40 billion could be used for good, for the safety of our children. So that's what I'm saying. All day long, they can do all this talking about, oh, we care about the children. We care about the children, but we want to, it's the guns. No, it's not the guns. It's people, period. It's people, period. And I'm going to stand on that all day long. You can argue with that, which is completely fine, but it's not guns that kill people. Let me tell you something. Let me riddle me this. You can sit there and send $40 billion to Ukraine to help them out. You can sit there and send aid like what? Weapons. See, why are we sending weapons to Ukraine? Why would we send weapons to Ukraine? Oh, so they can defend themselves. Why aren't we sending weapons to these teachers so they can defend our children? That's what I'm telling y'all. It's showing you proof right there. Do all this talking all day long about how they really care about Americans. They really don't care. Folks, y'all don't see that this administration really don't care about us. It's showing in their actions. They're sitting there lying to your face. Have y'all not been around people that are players? Players that say all this stuff to make you feel good. They say all this stuff to virtue signal to you. And they just, oh, well, he really means it this time. Well, all along, their actions say otherwise. We got a country called Ukraine getting attacked by Russia. We want to sit there and show our support. We want to wear the ribbons and all that. We want to send them all this money. We want to sit there and make sure they got the proper weapons to do what? To defend themselves against who? Russia. But then yet on our own soil, right here in America, We think there's a problem to actually have teachers be armed with weapons, or think there's a problem to actually have some of our veterans who also protect America by fighting against some of these foreign countries, for veterans from Vietnam, veterans from the Gulf War, veterans from the Afghan War that President Bush had going on. Those veterans are still here right now. Some veterans that are injured that I've actually treated before that fought in some of these different wars that will sit there and be more than willing to actually protect Americans on American soil by any type of terrorist whatsoever, be it foreign or domestic. But we'll send money to Ukraine to help them aid themselves and defend themselves against Russia. But what we want to do in America here is actually take away the weapons. Get the heck out of here, man. People, women in particular, real women with the JJs, women get raped, right? They get raped by men. So is the issue a penis problem? Or is it a sociopath, crazy rapist problem? When women get raped by men, don't they say the woman was raped, right? If a woman gets raped by men, they'll say she was raped. Now, do you sit there and want to go around and just cut off all the penises of all the men because there's a penis problem? No. That individual man with his disgusting, crazy, pedophile, perverted self went and raped the child, went and raped the woman. That's what it is. It's not a penis issue. It is a human, psycho, crazy, mental illness person issue, period. It's the person, period. Now, I get it now. Some people say, well, there should be stricter things on when you should be able to require to get a gun. There should be a stricter yada yada peanut butter on when they should be able to get it. But I'm telling you right now, I don't care what you say. In today's world, somebody can find out how to get a gun. They don't have to go and buy it at the store or anything like that. They don't have to do that. They can find it off the internet. Somebody gonna be selling it straight to them through Facebook Market or whatever. They can sell these guns to these people as long as they have the cash to buy it. Plain and simple. Okay. So also, I'm getting ready to run something by y'all as well. I'm gonna see if I can get this pulled up to where y'all can see this. But here we go. Right here. This is some statistics from 2020. The number of murder victims in the United States in 2020 by weapons used. Handguns, 8,029. Knives or cutting instruments was 1,739. Okay. Personal weapons like hands, fists, feet, 662. Rifles, like they're saying an assault rifle, rifles, 455 in 2020. Now, blunt objects like clubs, hammers, bats, etc., 393. Y'all. So if the issue is the AR-15s or the assault rifles, they want to call them that, look where it's at. In 2020, 455 deaths were by that particular type of weapon. What's leading them with this? It's handguns. See what I'm saying? This has nothing to do with them really trying to crack down on gun control or anything like that. Because if it was, I mean, look at the statistics speak for themselves. The statistics speak for themselves. Fire, it says knives or cutting instruments, 1,739. That actually topped assault rifles or rifles. Knives or cutting instruments topped that in 2020. So does that mean we need to go after these chefs and these companies, Food Network, Rachel Ray, all of you guys that got your own brand names of knives? This is crazy. This is sick. And then what kind of statement was that for Joe Biden to even say that, like, an 18-year-old kid being able to go in there and buy assault weapons? That is sickening. That's not sickening. Now pretty soon, I mean, God, you let them turn 16 years old and drive missiles on wheels. You know what I'm saying? But this is sickening. This is doing nothing more than to actually sit there and appeal to them to push their political agenda to where they want to try to have this thing where they want to go against our Constitution. They want to try to take our guns away. Understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Read your Constitution, know what that was for. If they take away our guns, the guns is there actually in our amendment to protect us as well. But the number one thing it was there to protect us against was exactly who these people that's trying to push the guns to get taken away was the government. It's to protect us against them. That's why they want, I mean, I'm not saying that they want these tragedies to happen, but they definitely do try to capitalize off these tragedies happening by trying to make it about them. And this is what needs to be done. I know our Constitution says, but we got to get these guns. You're not going to be able to get the guns off. Handguns kill more than what the assault rifles did. You really cared about it, but Joe Biden, why isn't Joe Biden going to speak about who got killed up in Chicago or these big cities like Michigan? You know, up in Michigan. Why not there? Why not places like Baltimore, Maryland? Huh? With places like Philly? Why not places like that? Why are you not going and doing the same type of speech about people getting killed at way more than what these assault rifles or these school shootings are? And I'm not trying to take away from them. I'm just saying, if you really did care about the issue of people being killed, you wouldn't just do this after something like this happened on this massive a level. You wouldn't be doing it just for that. So I don't want to hear all this nonsense and this bull crap about, oh man, nobody needs to have, who are you to determine what a person needs? The point is they have a right to. What's going to happen? I mean, gosh, people don't need to have forks and knives no more because they fat and obesity. The reason why people are obese is because they keep on using forks and knives and spoons to eat. So take away his forks, spoons, and knives. No, the people that have those issues is going on up here. Y'all need to understand that it's a mental issue, but nobody want to call it out. Well, Ty, you can't say that. It's not yet. Yes, it is. It is a mental issue. When you want to harm somebody and kill them, it is a mental issue. This dude shot his grandma in the face and then drove to this school, crashed his truck, but he targeted this specific school and he got through an open door that was unlocked, I guess, unlocked, and went to the specific classroom, barricaded himself in, and shot up these people. Absolutely ridiculous. There's a whole lot more information needs to come out about this, guys. And I know I rambled on about some stuff. I'm going to do a second portion to this, unless I can, if y'all sticking around in here while I'm doing this, I'll stay with it. But y'all just seen those stats I posted with the gun. So you can tell me, I can tell you that it's not a AR-15 issue. It just seemed to be the theme now. I mean, AR-15s, all these rifle guns. Look, see, AR-15, let's take these away. No, absolutely not. It has nothing to do with that. Let me see. I might have to do some editing here because I'm reading some things off. So yeah, I pretty much covered everything that I wanted to cover right here. I'm just going through some notes that I have written down. Oh yeah, here, that's why I said, I already mentioned that, where they try to say it's gun violence. You know, they throw those words around like that. This is gun violence. No, this is a person being violent. It's not gun violence. It's like they want this thing to be played into your mind so it can stick in your subconscious. So if something like this should happen, you're going to want to just say, yeah, we need to have more something on gun violence. Gun violence. Like I said, most people that get raped are women. They're getting raped by men. So why is it that when women get raped or something like that, they don't sit there and say penis violence? Penis violence. I know, guys, I'm not trying to make light of it, but I'm just making a good statement here. Why don't they say there's been some type of penis violence? Penis violence. Penis violence. See, don't fall for the trickery of these words right here, folks. Don't fall for the trickery. We have that Second Amendment for a reason. And you can bear arms, protect yourself, but it's also to protect ourselves from the government. Anytime you got the government want to come in and act like they're going to be the ones to save the day, you should actually head for the hills. Do not trust that at all, because they are not going to be the answer. The answer to this is going to be community. Community, get with your local municipalities and governments in your local area. Push for them to have these certain things done in these schools. If you really cared about the children like they claim they do, then you would do everything you need to do to protect those children. I say it all the time. We seem to be the only species on this freaking earth right now that don't care about our kids. Well, no, Ty, it's just, no, you don't, man. Golly, and most animals you see, they equipped with something to try to protect their kids. Horns they got. Animals got sharp teeth. Animals got, you know what I'm saying? They got sharp beaks. They got talons. Lions got freaking teeth and claws and strength. It seemed like all these animals seem to be equipped with something. Freaking snapping turtles got beaks. So I know some of them use that for offense, but the point is they also have that for defense. But our defense is take away the very thing that can prevent something like this happening. What if that police officer that showed up there, that was on patrol, what if he showed up there and didn't have no weapon? He just went in with a baton saying, stop. Oh, remember that? Oh, sending a social worker. Remember all that stuff, y'all? If there's some violence or something like that, sending a social worker to go in there and try to talk them out. They would have got capped too. That's absolutely crazy. When you, man, I'm telling you, something like this, I don't care what anybody says. To me, I'm leaving y'all with this. I know I'm repeating myself. I feel that teachers need to be armed. They need to go through a continuing education training with how to use the weapons, et cetera, et cetera. I think that they need to be, in schools. They need to be like, it needs to be gated. There needs to be double doors where they have to buzz you in. And when you come in and you step, either there's some type of metal detector there or whatever. I don't know. We even got to go that far. You can just let that person come through the front door, but there's another door right there where the secretary can just sit there and say, can I help you? Can you slide your ID through that slot right there? Something like that. to where if something like that did happen and he was to pull out something, at least she can hit a panic button or something like that. And then when they hit that panic button, just like, oh my God, like the nurse homes we work in, or like some of the hospitals, when the fire alarm go off, them doors are on magnetized locks and they will shut. Those doors will shut. So if the door is shut, the teacher can have the kids all go to a certain area. Teachers can sit there, get their stuff, and prepare the kids to just stay calm, shut the lights off, and then just stay there until the police say everything is clear. Man, y'all, it can be something real simple. Well, no, this CTAR, that's just putting more guns in the, dude, get the heck out of here. Well, teachers need to be, dude, if teachers wanted to shoot up a school, they would have been and done it by now. If these crazy maniacs can walk into a school and shoot up kids and shoot up other teenagers or anything like that, teachers, if they wanted to do that, they can bring a gun. Like I said the other night, male teachers can bring a gun in their backpack. Female teachers can bring a gun in their purse and then just go in there and then just unload on the classroom. But have they done that? No. Can it happen? Yes. But the point is that they will have training. It's all about protecting those kids. But here we are in America. We sacrifice our kids. We sacrifice our kids. We don't care. I mean, we don't even want them being born right now. So that's what I'm saying. Look, I know this might come off as being a little wrong or a little mean. That's not my point. But my point that I am driving home is, if you really think that it's okay for you to kill babies in the womb, then you shouldn't even have nothing to say on this. You don't care about kids. No, this is different because, no, you don't care about kids. You don't care about the ones being murdered in the womb. So you shouldn't shut up. Don't even say nothing about that. I don't even want to hear from you. I'm just saying. Anyway, folks, I know I rambled on a lot, but I'm getting ready to get out of here, hit on something else, all right? I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health, especially the families that were greatly affected by this. I hope and pray that God sends them comfort. I pray that those families just end up finding it in their heart just to kind of, find forgiveness. I know it'll be really hard for them, but the number one thing is for them to have support, for them to have a sound mind, for them to have equilibrium in this situation. I hope and pray that every last one of them are in great health and get to great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.